The Guardian, Max's fight for family and freedom. A gentle breeze swept through a quiet park under a gray sky, where Luca, a 3-year-old blind boy, played near his mother. The park, surrounded by dense forest, seemed like a safe haven for their afternoon. However, when Luca's mother briefly looked away to answer a phone call, the child wandered off, drawn by a distant sound. Panic set in when she realized he was gone, and she called his name desperately. Unaware of the danger, Luca wandered deeper into the trees, his fear growing as he called for his mother, but his voice was swallowed by the wind and rustling leaves. Just as he began to feel completely alone, a stray dog appeared, its rough fur and deep eyes conveying a sense of purpose. The dog approached Luca, brushing against his hand, offering a strange sense of comfort. The boy followed the dog's guidance, trusting its presence. While Luca's mother continued her frantic search, the dog led Luca through the forest, protecting him from danger. When a large deer appeared, the dog growled, guarding Luca until the animal fled. The dog continued to guide the boy, even as the mother, now following fresh footprints, called out for him. The dog barked to alert her to their presence, and she found Luca near a fast-flowing stream, where the dog's quick actions prevented him from falling in. Tears of relief filled the mother's eyes as she embraced her son, thanking the dog for saving him. The dog, though, seemed distant, as if its mission wasn't complete. Soon, a hunter appeared, questioning whether the dog belonged to anyone. The dog, however, remained with Luca, indicating its loyalty to the child. The hunter explained that the dog might have been a trained rescue animal who had escaped after a truck accident months prior. After a brief moment of conflict, where the dog's true owner arrived, it became clear that the dog had bonded with Luca, and despite the man's claim, Luca's connection with the dog was undeniable. The man, understanding the bond, agreed to leave Max with Luca temporarily. The dog, now called Max, became an integral part of their family. Days passed, and Max adapted quickly, providing not only companionship but also protection. However, danger lurked when a suspicious man began to follow them. Max's protective instincts kicked in, and Olivia, Luca's mother, soon discovered that the man was part of a group looking to recover and illegally sell trained dogs like Max. The hunter and the man who had claimed ownership of Max offered their help in ensuring the dog's safety. As threats grew, Olivia wrestled with the decision of whether Max should stay with them or return to his original owner, a man who worked with an international rescue team. Ultimately, it became clear that Max's place was with Luca, as their bond was not only protective but life-saving. Despite the challenges and looming dangers, Olivia knew that Max had chosen to stay, and she would do everything she could to protect him and Luca. The dog, once a stray, had become their guardian angel. Olivia gently explained to Luca that Max was special and some dangerous people wanted to take him away. Luca, with tears in his eyes, protested, but Olivia reassured him, promising to protect Max. Yet, she knew that it might be necessary to temporarily part with him to ensure his safety. Max, sensing the situation, approached Luca and licked his hand, offering comfort. The next night, Max was unusually alert, constantly watching the windows. A sudden sound made Olivia jump. Someone was trying to break into the house. Max's protective instincts kicked in, and he positioned himself at the back door, growling fiercely. Olivia called the hunter for help as she locked Luca in a room, trying to remain calm. Max held his ground as the intruders forced their way inside. With a powerful leap, Max attacked the first man, and the intruders backed off in shock. Sirens wailed in the distance, and the police arrived just in time, arresting the man and preventing further harm. The police discovered documents in the intruders' backpacks detailing Max's training and the criminal network behind their efforts to steal him. They were part of an international animal trafficking ring, planning to sell Max for unethical purposes. Max wasn't just a rescue dog, he was an elite trained animal. Olivia, disturbed by the realization, vowed to protect him no matter what. The hunter warned that the threat was far from over. To keep Max safe, Olivia increased security measures around the house, though she feared the danger was always looming. Meanwhile, Luca continued to grow closer to Max, viewing him as more than a dog but as an angel. Olivia couldn't bear the thought of losing Max but knew she needed to weigh the risks for her family's safety. One day, while at the park, a man named David approached them. He claimed to be a dog trainer and explained that the hunter had sent him to help. After observing Max's behavior, David revealed that Max was trained for search and rescue in conflict zones, making him a valuable target for those who wished to exploit him. Olivia was left with a heavy heart, knowing that Max wasn't just a dog but a symbol of danger and extraordinary capability. Despite the ongoing threat, Max continued to protect Luca, even intervening when the boy fell and comforting him with licks. However, the risk to their safety remained, as the criminal organization was still actively searching for Max. The hunter, David, and the former owner of Max worked together to find solutions. They considered securing Max in a safe location until the threat could be neutralized. After careful deliberation, Olivia made the painful decision to temporarily send Max to a secure facility, ensuring that he would be safe from the dangerous people who sought him. Luca was devastated, refusing to let go of his best friend. Olivia knelt beside him, explaining that this was for Max's protection and promising that he would return when it was safe. Max, sensing the sadness, offered comfort, but the decision weighed heavily on everyone. Max was transferred to a specialized facility, far from the reach of the criminal network. David assured Olivia that Max would be protected until the traffickers were dismantled. Although Olivia knew this was the best course of action, the thought of being without Max left an emptiness she couldn't shake. The day of the transfer was one of sorrow, especially for Luca, but Olivia held on to the hope that Max would return when they were all safe. Olivia and Luca's lives were forever changed the day Max, a highly trained rescue dog, entered their home. Max wasn't just a dog, he was a protector, a loyal companion trained for complex missions, making him a target for dangerous people. These individuals sought to exploit his abilities for unethical purposes, and they wouldn't stop until they got him back. After a harrowing break-in attempt, Olivia realized the gravity of the danger they were in. Max had already saved them once, showing incredible courage and loyalty. But with an international animal trafficking organization targeting him, the family's safety was at risk. With the help of a hunter, an expert on these organizations, and David, a dog trainer, they learned of Max's true history and began preparing for the worst. Despite their efforts to protect Max, the threat didn't disappear. A phone call from the criminals confirmed their intentions. They would stop at nothing to reclaim the dog. They set a plan in motion to take Max to a secure facility, hoping to keep him safe while they worked to dismantle the network. But even as precautions were taken, the criminals were relentless. When the transfer of Max went awry, Max's protective instincts kicked in. He fought back fiercely, protecting the team and buying time until police arrived to neutralize the threat. Once the criminals were arrested, it seemed like the danger was over, but the fear of them returning lingered. Eventually, the team tracked down and destroyed the storage facility where animals like Max were held illegally. Yet, another attempt to reclaim Max came dangerously close to succeeding, forcing them to act quickly and change the transport plan. Max proved his worth again by leaping into action, taking down attackers and protecting those around him. Finally, after a tense few days, Max was brought home safely. Luca's joy knew no bounds as he reunited with his loyal companion. Olivia, overwhelmed with gratitude, knew she had made the right choice in protecting Max. The dog was more than a pet, he was family. Max's bravery didn't go unnoticed. He was honored by the community for his heroism, and his story became an inspiration. Through the difficult times, Max had shown the family what it truly meant to protect, love, and fight for those who mattered. Olivia, Luca, and Max had endured hardships together, but their bond was unbreakable. As they moved forward, they knew their lives had been forever shaped by the courage and loyalty of one extraordinary dog. Max's story spread as a testament to the power of love and resilience, showing the world that sometimes, the most unexpected bonds can change everything.